Hi, this is Tahita with the Giving Ministries. I'm coming to you live this morning with a video from the Kelly File, Fox News. The U.S. abandons embassy in the Arab world. American Marines are forced to surrender their weapons and evacuate unarmed.
Breaking tonight, growing outrage as the U.S. abandons another embassy in the Arab world. And this time, American Marines are forced to surrender their weapons and evacuate unarmed. And it comes on the same day that President Obama asks Congress to give him the power to launch a limited combat mission against ISIS. Welcome to the Kelly File on a busy night, everyone. I'm Megyn Kelly. Late last night, the State Department ordering all personnel in the U.S. Embassy in Yemen to pack up and get out. Last month, an Iranian-backed rebel group overthrowing the U.S.-backed government. It's a group, which you can see here, is not particularly fond of the United States as they chant death to America. And now they are consolidating power, and the security situation for Americans is rapidly deteriorating. Now tonight, a senior defense official confirming to Fox News that Marines were directed to turn over their weapons before they were allowed to leave. According to one source, the order came from the U.S. State Department. That is generating some serious outrage tonight, especially among Marines who are taught from day one, never surrender your weapon. At least one Marine telling Fox News, blank, yeah, it pisses me off, pardon me, his term. I'm not giving up my weapon to anyone. Pete Hegseth is an Iraq and Afghanistan war veteran, CEO of Concerned Veterans for America, and a Fox News contributor. And to try to picture the sight of American Marines giving up their weapons in Yemen, a country the U.S. president just touted as an example of how well our counterterrorism strategy is going 2 months ago, the picture is really shocking, Pete.
It sure is. So we're surrendering around the world, we're surrendering our embassy, and now we're asking U.S. Marines to surrender their dignity, give up oaths that they make, creeds that they live by, and surrender their rifle. The creed, the Marine riflemen, I'm no Marine, but I know a lot of them and have fought alongside a lot of them. Without their rifle, they are nothing. They are taught. You never give that up. So who came up with this plan? Who truly believed it was the right thing to send Marines to the airport, have them surrender their rifles, first take out the firing pin so it's inoperable, then hand over their rifle to a Yemeni official, and then board a private flight out of Oman so they could evacuate the country.
Right.
And it had nothing to do with a deteriorating security situation. It does in a general sense, but they weren't under fire on the way to the airport. Someone botched the plan, Megyn, and we got to know who made that call to make Marines surrender those rifles.
The rifleman's creed is my rifle is my best friend. It is my life. My rifle without me is useless. Without my rifle, I am useless. And so we do know tonight, thanks to our own reporting, that it was the State Department that gave the order for these U.S. Marines to disable their weapons and then ultimately hand them over to. There are different reports. Some say it was to Yemeni officials, but there are many reports out tonight that it was to the rebels we just saw chanting death to America, who may tonight be in possession of these U.S. Marines' rifles.
That's right. We don't know who are also in possession of 20 vehicles that we left behind in an embassy that we've now abandoned. I still remember the images.
You're not supposed to worry about the embassy. Don't worry about the embassy, because Jen Psaki assured us today the Yemenis, the Houthis who are running the country now, they're going to take care of it. You watch. Watch.
We expect the Houthis to respect international conventions that apply to our facilities, and we expect to be able to return to the embassy in the same condition.
Why would you expect them to do that? Or you just hope that they would?
Well, we certainly hope they would. They've made public statements about how they are not, they have no desire to go after our interests. We expect them to abide by their own statement.
What about the statements about death to America?
Megyn, they hope that these vehicles will be there and our embassy will be it is maddening how naive this administration is, and it manifests itself all the way down to the humble action of a Marine having to give up their personal firearm because now John Kerry's State Department clearly hasn't learned what Hillary Clinton's State Department never learned, that you got to have a contingency plan in these situations. Benghazi was one thing, but here in Yemen, we knew this had been happening. This had been happening over weeks. We had Marine amphibious vessels off the coast prepared prepared to respond. This is a Marine infantry company. They had Osprey helicopters, CH-53s. I mean, they've got all the assets they would need to recover these guys. They decided not to through the military because some politically correct State Department official felt like they should leave with their tail between their legs to respect some local custom, and it's indicative of the foreign policy of this administration, and that's why we get so fired up about this. It's not just about Marines and their rifles. It's about the signals and the optics it shows to the entire world, man.
The image of American Marines
That's right.
handing over their rifles to possibly these rebels, or at best some of these Yemenis who are insisting they disarm, is quite something. Pete, good to see you.
Thank you.